everybody. It's time to talk about what's going on, guys, with Shylily and this blocking drama. So let's go take a look here. And one thing I want to talk about is some of the original. Oh, interesting. Well, I'll tell you what it was about, guys. The original blocking drama.
Pippa also had a great response to the whole issue, but her and Lucy said it best.
Yeah,
if you are
yeah,
gonna show
Lucy's
yourself
responses were
IRL
good.
despite being a VTuber, you better think it very seriously about it and be committed and not be careless about it.
Yep. Well, this comes from an original drama where Fineia was actually talking about where she was blocked by Shylily. She tried to make some art about her. And this kind of came up before, right? So probably not as big as this time, but it was a problem. Now, what I'm going to do, guys, is show you a few pictures because half of these are gone. That is right. Sue deleted a ton of her own posts about this, which kind of already makes it a little sussy, a little sketchy to me, but maybe there's a good reason for it. I don't think so, but we're going to go through this. So here's a now deleted post. The first time where VTuber Sumi, the spirit deity, brought this up about Shylily. This is an incredibly silly thing to do as a VTuber. The act of ownership on a style or look that turns into a form of hate. This is getting out of hand. So basically what Sumi is insinuating is that Shylily blocked her over her seed VTuber design. If we go and look actually at Sumi's stuff, I'll pull it up for you guys here. You can see Sumi's design, right? Completely different from Shylily, doesn't even look like them. But what Sumi is doing is insinuating that they were blocked by Shylily because they are a C-tuber. So for me, I'm like, wow, that's a pretty strong statement, right? We're gonna need some strong proof to go with that, right? So turns out that Shylily did reach out and apologize to her. Now, why am I showing you this tweet? Because it was deleted as well. Sumi goes on to say, I'll be closing this post as Shylily has given a formal apology. I do not hold grudges against anyone. This is upsetting misunderstanding that was blown way out of proportion, but has been mended. Thank you to everybody for the kind support. So let's get back over here, guys, and talk about this here. This person insinuating that Shylily blocked them because of their ownership of style, quote unquote, right? Guys, anybody can block you for any reason. Nobody owes you an explanation. They may not like your face. They may not like your vibe. They can block you for whatever reasons. So to insinuate without any proof is, in my opinion, absolutely ridiculous, right? To be like, oh, Lily did this as, a way to cause hate or show their hate towards me. Number one, there's no proof of that. And number two, nobody has to explain why they blocked you, right? They may not like your vibe. They blocked you because of that. Well, Shylily did reach out and apologize, which, by the way, Chad, I want to make clear, I don't think Lily needed to even apologize, right? The fact that Lily did reach out and be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry this even happened, really goes and shows her character. However, I'm really looking at Sumi with a lot of side-eyeing and doubt because I'm like, why did you bring this up in the first place? And then say, oh, well, this was blown out of proportion. Why didn't you contact Lily to begin with through email or something like that if you were really concerned about it? Instead of trying to post it on social media, blowing it up and insinuating something that wasn't even true. But of course, Lily goes on to say, hey, Sumi, I was seeing your recent tweet about you being blocked. I just wanted to clarify and apologize. I have genuinely no idea why you're blocked. I did do a super quick scan of your profile, going as far as I could, just to maybe refresh my memory as to why. The only thing I could find is that you responded to some AI art accusation in the beginning of the year. So perhaps someone tried to call you out or anything like that. I don't know. And I simply hit block. The only thing that makes sense to me, since your account is very fresh, I judge too soon, or I did not look closely enough to see if that is the case. So Lily goes on to apologize. So far, chat, I'm looking at this and I'm like, why did you even bring this up to begin with on social media, Sumi? This is ridiculous, right? Well, Sumi goes on to now make a repost of the blocking stuff. And now this is framed in a completely different way, guys. So remember, the original post was deleted. Goes on to say, very insinuating of, intention. But now we have an even stronger worded one. I was trying to be cordial, but why even send someone an apology and go back on it This is very unprofessional and further proved my points from before. As soon as I took down my post about how she blocked me, she got what she wanted, and people need to be aware of this game. So now, sitting here and implying that Shylily has kept them blocked because, you know, she talked to Sumi, it resolved it, it blew up a little bit, and Lily blocked her because of that. Well, guys, I'm going to show you why that is entirely untrue and why Lily needed to keep this girly blocked for sure. But here's the full version of the messages. So let's read it. I'm not trying to do any actual damage control here, just like being upset, which is rather sad since I have no memory of why I blocked you. Only accounts I usually block are scammers, AI bots, art theft accounts, or any other offensive behavior. I don't care to block any actual genuine creators because they can clearly see they're blocked, which just gives them stuff to throw on Twitter and complain about. TLDR, sorry you're blocked. I have no memory of why or who you are unless you rebranded currently. I just wanted to ensure that after looking at your posts, you have done by mistake and not because you seem problematic. The only thing I can find seems to relate to some AI accusations. And my best guess is that this may have been found its way across my timeline due to the many art accounts I follow, and I may have simply acted based on that. I just want to ensure that you have nothing against you personally. We'll just curse things up and bring some closure. So, like, I think it was really nice that Lily even bothered to mention and message them and just like, hey, like, you know, this is why. I don't have to even reach out to you. I don't even have to explain to you why this is going on, right? But I feel like this was a good thing, a nice thing for Lily to go out of their way to do, shows her character. So for me, guys, I'm like, well, Sumi was baiting for engagement. This is engagement bait. This is literally trying to build some clout. You can see by their actions. But I kind of wondered about what was Sumi's kind of intentions. Did they have a past life? Anything like that, right? Well, we're going to get into that. But I did want to share with you some stuff going on with another person that alleged some things to Lily, who is Trinity Infinity. Trinity Infinity goes on to say, used to be on good terms with Shylily. We follow each other on X and we're friends on Discord. One day I asked her if she'd seen my new model. Shortly after, she unfollowed me on X and removed me on a friend as Discord. She apparently thought I was copying her. At this time, my model was a shark. Because of the backlash, she ended up scraping the entire model not long after. A lot of people thought I did not like my model. No, it was backlash. Yes, I know people kind of follow you. So again, this feels like an insinuation that because they followed you on X and removed you as a friend on Discord, they had a problem with your model, which is a wild statement because none of that even lines up, right? Like, they can unfriend you and unfollow just because they want to, right? They don't have to have a reason to. Of course, Trinity messages them back. 2022 says, congrats on the subathon. Did you see my new model? Lily says, yeah, I think I saw something about that on Twitter. Ha ha ha. What's crazy as well, though, I'm showing you these screenshots is because all of this is white. Trinity goes on to say, who the fuck is engagement drama baiting? Like, I literally have proof. Everything lines up with the dates. Deleted all my tweets of my model back in 2023. The 2022 to 2023 was all the backlash. Plus, around this time, I was in a VTuber company called Uwu, so I did not want drama, right? Where she says she doesn't look a thing like Shylily, which I don't think she does either, right? I think they're trying to draw a correlation as to why Lily might have unfriended you or unfollowed. Your model is ridiculous, right? You don't have enough context. You don't have enough information to draw that together. Chad, do you see anything like that at all? Anywhere at all? I don't. I've never seen anything like that. But you know what's even weirder? Is you go to Trinity's account, it's just fucking gone, guys. Like, it's gone. Trinity's account is straight up deleted, wiped, 100%. I find it really weird. Like, we're gonna put out posts like that. You know, now we have Trinity feeding, Trinity deleting it. We have Sumi deleting all this stuff. It's like, guys, if you're gonna say something, like, stand up for what you're gonna say on. Stand on business, right? First, Trinity did actually make a post here talking about this, and Sumi commented, he blocked you just for showing your design. I feel worse for you. So, again, just kind of playing into this. I think that is all alleged, has actually no proof associated with it, and you're just making insinuations to cause problems, right? Whether it's for clout, whatever, right? So let's insert, guys. Let's insert a new name here, and this name is going to be important. And this is Mayu. Now, why are we talking about Mayu, guys? Well, it's because Mayu might be heavily tied to Sumi. It's almost like they're best friends. It's almost like they might be the same person, chap. Mayu goes on to complain now about Rima's coverage of the whole thing, going on to say, wow, I never understood I never thought I'd be humiliated online by Rima Evenstar, laughing with people saying I have a personality disorder for changing my OC. Is this seriously what people thought in this community? This honestly hurt, and I'm not trying to gain sympathy. It was just wow. I'm so sorry if anyone has ever felt like watching this live or being talked about in this way. I don't wish this on anybody, and I'm honestly disgusted. So, all right, so complaining about Rima's, coverage of stuff, right? But you know what else is interesting? We have another name here. Of course, here's Miyu Melons, right? So now we have Mayu. Well, let's go check here with Miyu. Miyu Melons, who says it's that same person, right? Who has already changed their PFP and their actual main name here. Goes on to say in a response to another post, I haven't completely rebranded 15 times either. My name has changed multiple times for a certain OC because I struggle to find a good name that clicked with me. I would save it and change it again right away after I wasn't satisfied. I don't know what else to say. I just want to sleep this off. Weird that this tweet is deleted, chat. I want to point that out to you. Oh yeah, Dan, I'll show you. Of course, Mayu goes on to say that there are lumped misconceptions about how Sumi has done this to Lily multiple times. Mayu says, this is a lumped misconception, lumping her with Small Lola. Guys, remember Small Lola? They came on my show, we talked about it. And I think it's the dumbest thing ever. Sumi is my friend, it is not Small Lola. Stop spreading that lie. Let's continue here, guys. So, you can see how they are connected with each other. And now, guys, insert Rima Evenstar. Now, guys, I want to tell you something. If you're going to talk shit back at Rima, you better have the receipts, guys. Rima is always going to pull up with the receipts, guys. If you're going to mess back with Rima, you better make sure that what you say is absolutely on perfect par. It's got to have all the, I's dotted, the T's crossed, because here comes Rima with a million fucking receipts. Here we go, guys. Let's go. Let's see what Rima had to say about all this.
My girl, you've had over 17 username changes.
17.
If you watched my content, you know that anyone with that many rebrands is a walking red flag.
Absolutely.
You are Mayumalan /Doll Orca /Rui Anonymai /Shiny Dolphy, which are accounts that constantly get in drama.
Yep.
You've been rebranding so people don't connect the dots.
And that's probably why Lily blocked them to begin with.
Also, that comment saying having that many rebrands is like having multiple personalities was a joke a chatter made that I read out loud. Rui Anonymai, a Google search of your handle showcases you went by at /Rui Anonymai previously.
Yep.
As well as multiple people responding to your handle by the name of Ruin.
Doll Orca, here's a screenshot of Powder responding to the handle. Few melons using the name Doll Orca. Also multiple responses from users calling either Doll or Orca. Dolphy, not only the account information matches, but there's replies of people responding to your handle by the name of Dolphy. So many different names, right? So many different names underneath this person, right? So let's go take a look here at all the receipts that Rima has given us. So here's this one, of course. We have Rianami, which of course Miyu Melon. So now we have them officially tied together. That's of course Dolphy, which is how we just tied it together with the prior thing here. Talking about how people responded to the name of Dolphy in the replies. Well, guys, take a look at this. 15 username changes. Oh my god. Yeah, no wonder. You were very problematic. You've been in this community, and once I saw your actual name, I went, oh my god, I recognize that. I'm going to show you here in a second. Melons, of course, 17 user changes. I mean, you can see username changes pile up to 17 now. Yeah, you're constantly rebranding and running so people don't connect the dots, right? Of course, there's also Powder responding to Miyu Melons with the Doll Orca name rewritten as well. So also we have Kitoro going on to say, I'll just find out your Sumi, again talking about the connection to all of these names. Here Miyu Melons, thank you Rui. So we've proven here, of course, doll, your arts are so pretty. Putting all the names together, showing the proof that they are all of these different personalities, Dolphy, Orca, etc., etc., guys. Goes by so many names. So there you go, guys. So this is who we're dealing with now. Somebody that is well known, that has not only run around and caused a bunch of problems previously, but also now is trying to bait Lily into, this insinuation that they blocked them for no reason when they didn't actually do that. They blocked them for a real reason. And to add to this as well, guys, now, of course, Lily is going to have to speak up about what is going on. But I'm going to take a step back and show you some of the proof of prior harassment by this person here. If you actually look here, Fineia posted a document back in October 29th, 2025 involving Rui here. And Rui has been accused of all kinds of craziness, guys. We did take a look at this document very briefly, but look at all these past names, guys. I mean, it's a fucking laundry list. It's a laundry list, dude. It's crazy. All of these different names. But of course, they've been accused of going on a harassment campaign against Fineia multiple times. So prior harassment is proven here in this document as well. First time but watcher. Yes, we're talking about the stuff going on with Shylily right now. Apparently she blocked this person. They tried to make a bunch of drama about it. Well, this person that caused drama has a very long history of prior life issues. So we're talking about that. Of course, also, guys, Cuppy Keiki goes on to say, I just want to bring this up again, given that Rui Sumi is starting up yet again. I'm begging people to stop interacting and giving them attention. What they want and what she does. It's why she always deliberately copies the design of larger VTubers. This is not her first time. She also has health issues and is known secretly to harass others she doesn't like. On alt, so not engaging is what you need to do. And again, I showed you that document where she had so many alt names. I mean, it's wild, guys. It's wild. Of course, Cuppy goes on to say, I've woken up to Rui actively inciting target harassment against me again, and I'm genuinely uncomfortable and fearful of mine and my loved one's safety. I thought being silent was going to be the best thing to do. However, due to persistence in escalating harassment despite being blocked, I'm forced to take steps to protect myself and my loved ones. We're going to go back and take a look here at this here in just a moment, but I'm in contact with legal services who've discussed with me that I do potentially have grounds for legal action, and I will be consulting with them moving forward on this matter. Due to this, I will no longer be commenting on this situation. The last thing I would like to say is that I would encourage people to please not interact with her. So someone is taking their unbanned usual slop content to public Twitter and trying to take on VTuber to not their size with in-name recognition. Yep, pretty much. So here's, let's go take a look here what Fineia had to say back in January 26, where they went on to talk about, again, this person. Here's all their alt names. We saw this in the document as well. They've been undergoing 3 months of active harassment, guys. So, Sumi says, it's definitely odd. I'm not sure what I could have done to be blocked, but it's not one of my concern. I do not wish to engage further with them. Again, calling out these bigger VTubers, saying, oh, well, they blocked me, acting like there was no reason when there is a reason as well. Fineia went on to make a 15-minute long video talking about the harassment as well. Let's go take a look at a bit of this.
Talked to you guys, and I'm sorry. I will be a bit awkward, and I will sound a bit sick. I apologize for that. Actually, I wanted to talk about something, and I am so sad that
Tyven, absolutely
need to talk about this, but I'm a bit at a loss and being in a scary period right now with my health, and I thought it's better to get this off my chest and move on. I've been very hesitant to do this for a while now.
Be Laura, oh my god.
Especially because I wanted to focus on positive things in 2026 instead of getting carried away with drama like I have in the past.
Did you interview Small Lola before? I did. I interviewed Small Lola the second time they had that whole controversy, and we were pretty much under the assumption afterwards about all that she was definitely intentionally copying.
I know many people associated me with drama and think of me as an awful person. I don't blame them, but I also hope that they can see for themselves I have been improving myself, taking extended breaks to reflect, as well as focus on myself and my own art journey instead of engaging much with the VTuber community.
Yeah, that interview is up on my Legacy
In
channel if you want to
October,
watch it.
a user sparked drama by saying I am the one copying her design. The design she claimed I am copying is also the design of me that had been in the works for a very long time.
So again, it kind of goes back to, Sumi, Ruri, going on to accuse, Fineia of copying their design. And we're just doing the full fucking, like, Ouroboros circle here. Oh my god, yeah, guess what? Oh, you copied my design. Oh, you blocked me. I mean, it's literally trying to farm for attention. Of course, looking here at this proof here, Cuppy threw in, we have these things that, like, are like this, where Rui has said stuff in the past, where people have said things like this, so I can understand why Cuppy wants to, bow out of this, right? Prior Life Rui says, compulsive liar, master, victim, actor, feel bad for your followers, stay on hiatus, Christ. And look, just spamming this in all their fucking replies. So this person is definitely, as you can see, problematic, constantly rebrands, constantly causes problems, whether it's instigating stuff with bigger creators or instigating stuff with medium creators, whatever it be, right? So can we all agree right now that Sumi, aka Rui, is a problem? Are we all on the same page about that? Are we good on that, guys? I'm pretty sure we're all on the same page. Sumi is very problematic and is only doing this for clout, attention, whatever, right? Well, this has now gotten to the point, guys, where Shylily has had to share their thoughts about it. So here we go, guys. Let's listen to Shylily and what she had to say about everything, right? And I do feel like it's really sad that she has to do this every 2 years, but here we are, guys.
Hey everyone, can't believe we are here again after 2 years. Reminder that I can block and unfollow whoever I want, for any or no reason at all.
Exactly, guys, you need to understand, nobody owes you anything. Nobody has to explain why they blocked you. I can block you for whatever reason. Nidface, oh, I don't like his name, Nid. I can block him for that reason. I mean, like, I can do whatever I want. It is my content, my timeline, my prerogative. I don't owe you anything for it. I can do whatever I want. If you don't like it, well, too bad, right? You are owed. You own that right to do whatever the fuck you want. You can't fire me, Nid. Good try, dumb. You can do whatever you want. It's your timeline. You own it, right? So if people are upset that you got blocked, well, you're fucking bad. Nobody owes you an explanation either way.
I do not own the concept of sea animals, body markings, hybrids, or whatever mutation you decide to invent tomorrow. Matter of fact, I love seeing new sea-themed VTubers appear. There is a reason why I'm an orca-themed one myself. I've always encouraged people to create whatever they want, yet I somehow have to address the same shit every other year because people love abusing the fact that I'm not very active on social media and generally avoid public self-defense. Meanwhile they are allowed to make up lies, dogpile endlessly and weaponize my silence/inactivity.
This, unfortunately, guys, is the really sad way of a person in the spotlight, right? Or even like, she deals with this a lot too, but, on a personal experience, I deal with this as well.
Samara could even block Red Claw for being a stinky lizard.
Exactly. But, like, I deal with this too, guys, because I don't go to Twitter and do public self-defense, right? Like, people use that against me all the time. I feel like it's better to pick and choose your battles, but people make up shit all the time. All the time, guys. You've looked at the stuff that we've covered with Under the Tea, where people have made up lies about me or said that I've said this or that or whatever, right? There's so many things where people just make up stuff, and sadly, you just have to deal with it, right? You have to just let people dogpile, and it sucks to, have to face tank this all the time, but I feel like in a lot of ways,
me for only
it's the right thing to do.
Even though that's her fault.
Exactly. But I do understand where Lily's coming from. It's very frustrating, right? And it gets to a point where you're like, I want to speak out about this, but it's hard to because whatever you do, it's wrong. You lose.
I'm so tired of the same recycled and fabricated nonsense that I'm somehow protective or hostile towards people with similar themes. People love making shit up, especially much so when they know there are no consequences for dogging on me because Shylily won't address it anyways equals easy viral post. None of it even needs to make sense. No proof, no evidence, just making shit up to suit their victim narrative.
Alara called me cute, that was a lie, but you are cute. But she's right, there's no proof, there's no evidence, you're just making stuff up. And this is why I always tell you guys, look for the proof. Where is the proof? If somebody makes an accusation, there better be screenshots, videos, proof, give it to me. Give me the proof.
You do not have to like me, not even a little bit. You also don't have to run around spreading fabricated bullshit or sanitize your profile before a call out to manipulate me and the public into feeling bad for blocking you. You are free to create whatever design you want, I genuinely do not give a rat's ass. People's obsessive need to attach my name to fabricated drama for attention, validation, or clout, whether it's over designs or other weird shit, is getting old.
I can only imagine for her, right, as such a world-renowned, larger creator, right, for people to constantly try to use her, bait her for clout or attention or whatever, it must suck. And this is entirely what happened to her, right? She had this person literally come out and accuse her of something that just isn't even, you know, a problem, right? Like, she can block you for whatever reason, but to be like, oh, it's because of CTuber, I'm a CTuber, so you're clearly doing this because you're jealous or don't want to have competition. It's an absolutely ridiculous claim with no evidence, no backing on it. And sadly, guys, you're going to see people push this narrative. I promise you, there are other content creators and content creator groups that are going to be like, oh, Shylily's jealous. She's doing this on purpose. She has a history, blah, 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 blah. But it's just not even true. And I can only imagine how Lily feels having to constantly deal with this.
Some of you are simply not victims. You are just deeply committed to a narrative that doesn't exist and obsessed with creating villains so you can justify obsessively hating the one, while worshipping the other.
Yep.
Sorry if this comes over as harsh or blunt, it's just been a bit stressful. Sorry for the rant.
Yeah, I mean, Lily's doing her own thing, right? So, I think it's holds so true. I mean, when we looked at Eggy's stuff earlier about the polyamory, right? People are so concerned with making her the villain so they can justify their discourse over it, or you know, justify taking stabs at her, right? And then in their own way they worship themselves or their own relationships, right? This is entirely a true thing, and she's right. This applies to so many things. So of course I said, like, I'm sorry even having to make this post. Keep doing you though. We're supporting you always. Lucy says get behind me. Smuggalana says these weirdos are simply clout chasers, fuck them. You know, Saint says, I got you, my lady. So, overall, chat, I think that Lily never even needed to respond or make an apology, let alone follow up with this response as well. I feel really bad for her having to constantly deal with this type of stuff. It's ridiculous. It's coming from somebody that is attention-seeking, that, I don't know, I guess they have no other way to do it, so they're going to try to use somebody else to springboard off of, and it's really, really sad. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's so strange to me as well, Meat Mommy, that people think that Lily has all this free time to, like, go after CTubers, bro. I'm a full-time creator, and I'm not even doing the same stuff at the level of Lily, and I have, like, almost no spare time. So, like, do you think that she has spare time? Hell no, of course not. Like, not even close. So, let's go look at some reactions to this whole entire debacle. Of course, Cupcake says, knowing that the latest Shylily copy drama is just the same person again, on and off for like the fourth time now, y'all gotta stop enabling her BS. That's true. I think a lot of the times, guys, you know, I've said don't feed the troll. You gotta do that. You gotta do that, guys. Vera Zira has a few thoughts to share as well, so let's take a listen in on what they had to say, chat.
VTubers, please don't fall for the Shylily blocked me because of my design drama. The girl behind it is a serial grifter who has done this to others before and sick naive people onto her enemies, including my own friends.
Please, no.
She deleted her old account after she accused an artist of using Gen AI only to get proven wrong, but doubled down on refusing to apologize, and also was found to be using Gen AI herself. Whenever she creates a new drama too hot for herself to handle, she jumps ship to a new account and starts again.
That's the cycle.
Please let's not do this again. I'm begging you all.
That's fair. A lot of people do that all the time, chat. They'll create drama, it gets too hot, and then they just run away. Like, bruh. Of course, Elio actually making a quote retweet of what Sumi had to say. This was one of the ones they deleted, but nonetheless, what Elio says, still stands. So let's take a listen.
You posted her full apology, which she shouldn't have even apologized to someone for being blocked. It's not unprofessional, it's normal. On Twitter, resulting in more people seeing it and more drama fueling. You also started blocking people, ironically, that were realizing that you were just full of BS. You got what you want, ultimately more eyes on you, so congratulations. I'm so glad she went back on her apology. I know you're hella excited. Drama channels are gonna be covering this one.
Yeah, you got your attention, I guess. Congratulations. But Dad did this as well too, chat. I think it's very funny that they started like mass blocking people. We're gonna look at that here in just a moment, but I mean, they straight up just started blocking everybody. Of course, Hina says she makes a post making assumptions about why Shylily would block her, and proceeds to hide any reply calling her out for it and blocking those same people. This is so funny to me. I'm sorry. So you can see here a bunch of these replies are hidden. She's allowed to block whoever she wants. I can't even ponder the fact you'd screenshot this and post about it, starting needless drama. So a lot of people feel like this isn't a form of hate, not to mention, can you blame her after the small Lola thing? I mean, everybody getting involved in this, right? And just being like, yeah, no, what the fuck are you talking about? But, of course, anybody that disagrees with her gets their reply hidden, and, of course, they get blocked. Wow, what a surprise, guys. Of course, even Elio with their statement also getting blocked as well by them. So, what a surprise, guys. It's always funny to me that the people that dish it can never take it. Of course, even Vixie makes a post here, says, you'll be blocked by continuing to stretch drama that has already been resolved. Think of your opinion on this past matter. But you know what's weird is Sumi keeps posting about it more and more, which I'm going to show you. Vixie says, sorry, but if it's sorted, why is your post still up? Could it be because the intention wasn't to just sort it out and grab attention from a negative viral tweet that you know she can't speak publicly about, now they're getting out of hand or coming off as the bad guy? Oh, got him. But Vixie's absolutely right. Again, this got to a point where it's like, you never deleted like your original stuff, you're keeping it up. If it's resolved, why are you keeping on with it? Where it's Atlas Anarchy says, does anybody know what has happened? This is so fucked. Of course, making a comedic approach about why Sumi blocked them. And then finally, one more thing that I want to add to this here is, of course, Firzia says, as a little community PSA, if you've called out Sumi, please screenshot and document what you can. As you've seen, guys, from what I've shown you, I did get a bunch of pictures together. This person just keeps deleting everything. So if there's an opportunity where she can try and turn people against you, she will escalate whatever issue she can to a much bigger deal and get her alts involved. So again, guys, take pictures. I always encourage that. You really, really got to. So Fineia actually does share their final thoughts about this whole debacle and just says, look, I want to be left out of this. Stop, involving me with anything involving Sumi, Ryu, all the alt names, or whatever she decides to rebrand to next. She's been harassing me for 7 months now. That is already burned me enough. I'm exhausted. So let's hear what Fineia has to say about this, chat. Oh god, this is so quiet. I can't even listen to this. Okay, well, never mind. We're not gonna listen to it. It's so quiet. I have my volume all the way up too. So, but anyway, Fineia says that she is done with this. So, let me ask you, chat. What do you think are Sumi's final thoughts about this? Is she gonna apologize? Is she gonna admit to it? What is she gonna do, guys? Do you think that she's gonna address all this? Well, let me show you what Sumi had to say, and it's probably exactly what you think it is. Sumi says, quite frankly, I don't care what most of you think. I'm telling you how it happened. I was manipulated into deleting the post that went viral against her. She can block me, but what she did here is done. She reaped the new attention she lacked for the 2 months. You're welcome. The double down. You hate to see it, chat. You hate to see it. What the fuck are you on about, girl? You were manipulated into deleting the post. Who manipulated you with what? Nah. You want to sit here and play all these different names, all these different people, act like other people are not getting manipulated from this, and they say she reaped the attention. Bro, she has so much attention on her, she doesn't need any attention. That's why she doesn't engage with half the shit that you've done or what other people do. Of course, looking here at the more recent post. She says, I will make a big note here that is the same person who started the accusations against me. It's a tad hypocritical bringing her to help their side, but never held her accountable for the very same. She's made adopts of me is now laid low with all the counts of fabricate drama, talking about Fineia, which, again, I'm not really here to sit here and talk about Fineia's whole drama with Shylily because, you know, Lily did block Fineia in the past, but I think that was because Fineia was involved in drama before. That definitely makes sense. Don't use this situation as an excuse to harass contestants of my art contest. Well, I agree with that, right? Nobody should get harassed. Any alt account accusation had and must always be made up. This is something created during the AI accusations made by Fineia, and something that she against spread to a big number of supporters. This is an example of how easy it is to manipulate this community, show real proof. Well, we've shown a lot of proof looking at famous receipts, etc. Crazy stuff, guys. Crazy stuff. Now let me go back to famous receipts here. The Miyu Melons is, of course, Vietnami right there, guys. So, and we know that Sumi and Ryu are the same person. So you can see the connection right there, right? But sitting there and just being like, oh yeah, like, I'm not connected in any way, shape, or form. These alts are just not real. Yeah, no, that's just false on me. Like, you're making it up. And sadly, it sucks because now I'm having to give them attention, right, by talking about this. You know, give me your melons. Hello, Rin. Right there, guys. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy, guys. So I encourage all of you to, again, be careful of who people are out there. Be careful of accusations that people make. And I always encourage all of you not to feed the troll. Don't feed the troll, guys. One of the best things you can do is to step away from a lot of stuff, block them, and move on with your life. I mean, yeah, she might make a post about you where you block them and they might use that against you, but nonetheless, I do think that in a case like this, guys, this is just somebody that is not worth their time. It's not worth their time. Don't give them attention. Don't feed into it. Just let them fade into obscurity.